All right, how's it going tonight? Almost the weekend. Just one day left, and we'll be there. We're almost there. All right, so we've got a couple of breaks tonight. A half case of Gold Standard football, which is actually going to be the start of a brand new case. And following that will be a full case of Donruss Optic Baseball, which is a new release that just came out yesterday. But before we get started, there's a little information to go over, so let's get that up and running. Feedback, 100% automated, guys and gals. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get the same in return. That way you don't have to wait on me to get caught up, because goodness knows I am never caught up on things. I know, right? It's like a hamster in a wheel. We break constantly, so I sort and ship constantly. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you, because without you bidding and breaking with me, I wouldn't be able to go like a hamster in a wheel. And, even though that sounds like a lot of work, I do kind of have fun with it. So there you go. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We're going to take a look now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So this stuff already listed on eBay. We're going to be breaking it over the course of the next several days. So tomorrow night is a case, or a half case rather, of TriStar autographed mini football helmets. It will be the start of a new case. And we've got a new release coming out tomorrow. That is Elements Football. So we'll break a case of that as well. On Saturday, we're going to break some Allen and Ginter baseball. It will be the back half of the case that we started last night. Sunday is an off night, so no breaks on Sunday night. On Monday, we'll be back at it with a full case of Trinity baseball and another case of Elements football. Then on Tuesday, we're going to break another case of Optic baseball. And then after that, we'll be at another new release day, and we'll still have tons of stuff to break from this past week, and we'll have a ton more coming in. And yeah, that's how the rest of the month is going to be. Honestly, it's almost going to be that way through the rest of the year. They start really dumping product out before the National in July, and they don't really let up very much until about, never, until about January. All right, here's what you need to know about tonight. Both of our breaks tonight are paid shipping breaks. I'm anticipating getting them out the door and on the way to you roughly Tuesday. If I can get it out to you sooner than Tuesday, I will absolutely do so. But right now, my best estimate is Tuesday. And everybody's going to get something in this break, okay? So if you do not pull a card for your team, you're still going to get consolation cards in the mail. And that stuff will ship out when the rest of the break ships. Anytime we have paid shipping breaks, that means you are going to get a package in the mail, and it'll have cards in it, okay? So that's how that works. So Gold Standard will be first tonight. Optic will be our second break of the evening. So a 6-box half case of 2019 Gold Standard football, and everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Thursday night, the 18th of July. Team names are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders user ID, of course, is across from each team on the opposite side. New spreadsheet will go up before we start the Optic break. The one you're looking at now, of course, is for Gold Standard only. And last little piece of business here before we can get down to it is I'm changing up the focus. I know, made the background go blurry. Don't worry about that. We're going to be able to see everything we need to see. Now, because this is the start of a new case, and we're not breaking the whole case in one sitting, here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to be taking all of these boxes out of here, going to number them on the end. Then I will use random.org to determine which ones we open tonight and which ones we will open in the next half case break of Gold Standard. So that's kind of how that stuff rolls whenever we start a new case that we're not going to finish in one sitting. This is how we do it. That way it's super transparent about how we, which boxes get opened where and all that. Sometimes case hits and various things are involved. So this way it just keeps it all real easy to follow. And it doesn't take us too awfully long. So I'll bring you along with me as soon as I can get random up. We'll go in there really easy. I'm going to type 1 through 12 and hit random one single time. And however they come up, we'll open the the corresponding boxes for the first 6 numbers after I randomize. See, I'll get it spit out in a minute. A little tongue-tied there, didn't I? All right, there is our 1 through 12, and what does it give us for tonight? 5, 8, 6, 4, 11, and 3. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11. All right, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 11. Let me get the other 6 put back in their case, and then we'll get started on the ones that we're opening tonight. All right, who's here tonight? Rick is here. Hola to you too, Rick. Buckeye for Fun is here. Greg's here. Gosh, Greg, we haven't seen you in a while. How have you been, my friend? And ASM is here, looking for a little Pat Mahomes. And Greg is booing Allen and Ginter. He doesn't like Allen and Ginter. Well, you know, there's a lot of people that don't like it. Some do, some don't. So that's why I think they pump out as much stuff as they do. Eventually, there's something that everybody likes. So that's probably part of their game plan in releasing a bazillion things every year. So as you can see, Gold Standard has 1 pack per box. And I'm just going to go ahead and get all of our packs. That's just a little foamy thing. All of our packs out before we get started. And that way we can just kind of buzz right on through them once we get going. Greg, you said in Optic you forgot about a Hoskins autograph. What do you mean? You mean you meant to bid on the Phillies and you forgot, or something different? Oh, Phillies won a miracle. Did the Phillies win today against the Yankees? Is that what we're talking about? If I didn't watch that game, I really don't, and I really haven't paid attention to scores today either. Been super busy today. Motorboat, you are asking what's breaking tonight. So we have this half case of Gold Standard football, and then following that, we're going to do the full case of Optic baseball. So just the 2 breaks on tap tonight, because that Optic will take us a little while. Oh, the Phillies played the Dodgers today. I don't know why I thought they played the Yankees. Oh, was it the Rays and the Yankees? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Maybe it was the Rays and the Yankees that were supposed to have maybe a doubleheader, a makeup game, and I was thinking Phillies, Yankees, Phillies, Dodgers. I should know that. I watched part of that game, the other game in the series last night. So anyway, there you go. All right, let's get buzzing here, get rolling on some Gold Standard and see what we can find. All right, so if you haven't done a break of Gold Standard before, there are a couple of base cards in every pack, and those base cards are numbered. So we'll take a look at them as we go along here. First up, that is numbered to 25 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the bus. Jerome Bettis. Lamar Jackson to 99 for the Ravens. Buckeye, you're looking for a Bosa. Nick, I assume, right? Looking for Nick Bosa, not Joey. I'm assuming you're looking for the rookie. Greg Olsen and the Panthers to 199 with a gold gear patch. And the Saints, Drew Brees and Michael Thomas. Oh, that's a nice looking relic for the Drew Brees side, especially it's numbered to 25. So a little golden pairs for the Saints. Here comes Ryan Finley to mix it up a little bit and give the Cincinnati Bengals a hit. And Mr. Finley there is numbered to 199. The Green Bay Packers, Dexter Williams. Dexter is numbered 275. with an autograph hit. And Noah Fant, Broncos. I like that. I think that kit's going to be pretty good. It's to 75 for Denver. Triple relics and signature. All right, Buckeye, we got to try to laser focus in then and get you your Nick Bosa. We'll try really hard for you. This is numbered to 75. It is Sam Darnold and the Jets. Our second base card out is Clayton Thorson. That is to 99 for the Eagles. Vikings, Irv Smith Jr. And Irv is numbered to 199. Kansas City Chiefs. It's not Pat Mahomes, but it is a hit for the Chiefs. We have Travis Kelce with a white gold relic, numbered to 149. A little LT, Lawrence Taylor, making an appearance for the Giants, and the LT relic numbered to 149. Well, look what we have for you, Buckeye. Were you feeling it tonight? Were you feeling the love? Because we got exactly what you wanted. Hey, how about that? It is numbered to 49. It is another one of those kind of ill-conceived deals where they had them sign the sticker in gold and then put it on a gold background. So it doesn't show up particularly well, but it's there. Autograph, triple relics, all two-color relics, numbered to 49 for your man, Nick Bosa. And the 49ers, Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray makes an appearance. Kyler Murray to 25, no less. Golden debut, Kyler Murray. Yeah, that was both of those out of one box, Bosa and Murray. So very nice if you'd walked into a retail store and bought that box, right? You would have been like, woohoo, got my money's worth. All right, our base here, number 249, Montez Sweat and the Redskins. Followed by a little Blake Martinez to 99 for the Green Bay Packers. Combo King, you are on it, my friend. We are, as soon as we finish up Gold Standard here, we will be rolling right into Optic Baseball. You hit the nail on the head, so to speak. Joe Mixon and the Bengals. Nice looking triple tricolor relic, numbered to 49. Looks like it was cut from maybe around a letter or a number. Calvin Ridley, Atlanta Falcons. And Calvin is to 199. The Boys. Mike Weber, the Cowboys. Mike Weber is not wanting to cooperate with me. And he is numbered to, what does that say? 199. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Philadelphia Eagles. And J.J. here is numbered to 75. Dual relic and autograph. Dolphins, we don't want to leave you out tonight. Kenyon Drake, relic and signature to 149 for Miami. Oh yeah, you're right, Buckeye. I didn't even think about that, but that one pack that had Bosa followed by Murray, yeah, that would have been first and second pick in the drafts coming out just like that in that pack. That's a good observation, Buckeye. I hadn't even considered it that way. Devontae Adams, numbered to 25 for the Green Bay Packers. And then we have Ed Oliver to 99 for the Buffalo Bills. The Redskins, Bryce Love. And Bryce has barely got a third color in there. I mean, it's the tiniest little edge inside of that yellow. So we're going to call it a 3-color relic. And it's numbered to 49. Russell Wilson, Gold Rush, Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson is numbered to 199. A Gold Rush, Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. And good old Phil there is numbered to 199. We got a rewards point card. It has replaced one of our hits. I'm not surprised considering we just pulled out Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. So that is going to set right up there in housekeeping. We'll give it out using random.org at the end of the break. Paul Hornung and the Packers. We pulled one of him out of our last break too, I think. Either last break or break before last. It's numbered to 99. Nice throwback ink there for the pack. Buckeye, you're booing the rewards points. Yeah, I know. That is always a drag. But listen, we got a couple of really nice hits in there. So I kind of understand it more this time than I do some of the times when we get it. It says Alex Smith, numbered to 75, Washington Redskins. The Pittsburgh Steelers, 99, Hines Ward. Jordan Howard and the Bears. And Jordan's relic is numbered to 199. Here comes a Dick Butkus for the Bears. A two-color relic there, numbered to 49. Darius Slayton and the Giants. That relic is numbered to 199. The Lions. And who is on here? Oh, Travis Fulham. You know, that might be the first time we've pulled him. That's numbered to 199. I mean, like, I don't remember pulling him out of any other 2019 product. Maybe I have, but if I have, I don't remember it. Here's another nice hit. Will Greer for the Panthers, numbered to 75. If that kid's got the goods, I think there's a reasonable chance he would see the field, considering how often Cam has been injured in recent years. Well, Buckeye, no. I mean, 250 points isn't going to get you, you know, the greatest thing on earth on their website, but honestly, that's the majority of the points. We just get lucky sometimes when we pull the higher ones. Most of the time, they're 250. Used to be 100. I'm glad they're usually 250 now, frankly. This is Eli Manning. That is numbered to 75 for the Giants. Next out to 99 for the Rams is Todd Gurley. Here comes a little Kenny Golladay. Kenny G, if you will, for the Lions with a very nice looking relic, numbered to 49. Managed to get 4 colors out of that one. Keenan Allen, Gold Rush relic for the Chargers. It is numbered to 199. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we have Devin White. And Devin has an autograph numbered to 199. Easton Stick. Oh, that probably makes you happy if you've got the Chargers tonight. Everybody seems to kind of think he might be the buzzy sort of quarterback this year. Ooh, nice relics. It's numbered to 49, and another ill-conceived attempt to sign in gold ink on a gold background. I mean, it's gold ink on a sticker on a gold background. Like, so dumb. Why did they do that? You can barely read that. So, basically, his little thing was almost out of ink. Why didn't they give him a paint pen? That's my question. At least those show up better. It's like a regular gold Sharpie. Just doesn't show up. But the relics were good. The numbering was nice. And if you look closely, you can see the signature. John Hanna and the Patriots is the last out. And that, even though I'm holding it upside down, well, no, I had it right the first time, is numbered to 99. All right, so before we recap, we do have these 250 Panini Rewards points that we're going to give away using random.org. So you guys probably know how this works. Many, most, or all of you have done this with me before. So it's real easy. We're just going to copy all of the team names here. And then I will, well, if I can get my hand-eye coordination together, we'll go back over here to random.org and let it help us out once again. And this one's an easy one. I'm going to just paste in the teams. I will scroll through so you can see all the teams are pasted in here. And because we have 10 or more items in here, we will do random one single time. Whoever ends up in the number 1 spot will get the points. Anytime we have 10 or more in a list, we do random just once. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. Comes up to the Chargers. So the Chargers taking home 250 points in addition to their other nice little hits in here tonight. So this is in a sleeve. You probably saw me put it in one. I put it in one so I could write on it. I like it better that way. Greg says that all points cards should be at least 1,000. Well, I don't think that's ever going to happen, my friend. I don't think so. Buckeye says that's how they get people to their website. And I'd say plenty of people go there anyway because they've got all those redemptions we got to deal with. All right, let's recap it. 250 points card replaced one of our hits. It was awarded to the Chargers using random.org. And then we have John Hanna for the Patriots, Devin White for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's one for the Chargers with Keenan Allen, Dick Butkus, and the Bears. Followed by Jordan Howard and the Bears. Next up is Paul Horning for the Packers. Another one for the Chargers, Phillip Rivers. And there is a Seahawks relic for Russell Wilson. The Redskins, Bryce Love. The Dolphins with Kenyon Drake. The Eagles, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. The Cowboys, Mike Weber. There's Calvin Ridley for the Falcons. The Bengals hit with Joe Mixon. We still have another little stack to look at, though, because there's lots of hits in Gold Standard. That's why we like it. Easton Stick for the Chargers. Has an autograph there. It's just hard to see. Kenny Golladay, Lions. Next up is Will Greer for the Carolina Panthers. We have Travis Fulgham for the Lions. The Giants, Darius Slayton. There's that handsome Kyler Murray card. Yes, indeed, for the Arizona Cardinals. Nice low number 2/25. And out of the very same box came this handsome Nick Bosa card. Both those last cards, incredibly handsome fellows /49, and both low numbered too. So that's why we love them. Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. Irv Smith Jr., Vikings. The Broncos with Noah Fant. The Green Bay Packers, Dexter Williams. The Bengals and Ryan Finley. The Saints with a dual relic of Michael Thomas and Drew Brees. And then the Carolina Panthers with a Greg Olsen relic. All righty, so that is that. No, Greg, it's not gold stickers. It is the regular Panini stickers. Of course, the background of the card is gold. The problem is they signed some of those signatures in a gold ink, right? So like a gold Sharpie. And so the gold is so light because the Sharpie doesn't write real dark gold. Against the gold background, it's really hard to see the signature. If they had used a gold paint pen instead, it would have been easier to read, but harder to keep on the sticker, most likely. So my guess is that's why they did it that way, but they probably should have rethought that because that didn't show up particularly well on a couple of those. I mean, it's easier when you have it in your hand to see it, but of course, you know, could have been done a little better. I agree with you on that. All right, so for those of you who might have jumped in after we looked at this before, I am expecting what we're opening tonight to be on the way to you approximately Tuesday. Every team is going to pull cards in Optic Baseball, so we do not need to worry about consolation cards there. However, in Gold Standard Football, if your team was not pulled and you didn't get any cards at all from the break, you are still going to get a package with consolation cards in it. So if you got skunked, you'll still have a package coming with some cards headed your way. And as always, if I can get it out faster than the date you see listed, I will happily do so. But as of this moment in time, that's my best estimate based on what's going out ahead of it. So coming up, this is a 12-box case of 2019 Optic Baseball. It's a full case break. This is, of course, break number 1. This came out last night, or yesterday, rather. But we decided to break Allen & Ginter last night and Optic tonight. So it ended tonight, of course, on eBay, same as our last auction, Thursday night, the 18th of July. Team names once again on the left-hand side. Your eBay username is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side if you're the winning bidder in here. Oh, I see Greg is in here with the Nationals tonight. Okay, all right. So we'll be looking for a little natty action for you, Greg. So Optic Baseball. Probably everybody's opened Optic something before, you know. If not baseball, then football or basketball or Optic something else. Optic is a fairly prolific brand for Panini. It's always a lot of fun. There are tons of parallels in here. We're looking for 2 autographs per box on average. They can have hot boxes. As you can see, they've got it even in hot pink there on the end. So there's always the possibility of pulling hot boxes out of the case, which will have additional content in it. And even though there's a lot of boxes and there's a lot of packs to open, there's not a ton of cards. So the most, as is often the case, a large percentage of our time is spent really just getting cards out of packs. We spend as much time doing that, or more time probably doing that, than we do actually looking at what we're going to pull out. So Panini likes to keep it at a nice certain price point, you know, for the brick and mortar stores. So they give us lots and lots and lots of packs with just a few cards per pack. And then we get into all this of having to spend an hour and a half opening them. Gina, you said you started to get in Allen & Ginter yesterday, and you remembered how much you hate it. See, you know, and I was talking about that last night, too. Not you specifically, but I was just talking about how some people love Allen & Ginter and some people absolutely hate it. I was thinking of you in particular, but I didn't say you in particular. But you don't like it. Greg doesn't like it. I mean, it is kind of it seems like it's a little bit of a love or hate kind of product. There are not very many people that have a middle ground with Allen & Ginter. They either think it's the greatest thing ever or they despise it. I like the fact that you can get the rip cards. I love the rip cards. I think those are a lot of fun. And honestly, I like the fact that they put in the non-baseball content. I think it's kind of fun to pull that. But baseball purists don't always appreciate having that content in there. So, yeah, it's definitely one that not everybody appreciates, that's for sure. I didn't even realize that you had teams in there last night, Gene. I haven't printed out the invoices yet. So I just was thinking about when I was doing the break that I remembered how much you disliked it. But I didn't realize you actually had teams in there last night you bought by accident. Oh, man. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Buckeye, you don't like Allen & Ginter either. Joe says he's not a huge fan of Allen & Ginter, but he wants a rip card. So he's like me. He gets those rip cards are like the big chase for me. I love those things. Those are the most fun. And of course, now that they added rip cards as an option for box toppers, oh, I'm even more enthralled and more determined to try to go find one. So Eloy, we have a nice autograph out right away. First autograph up. A little Eloy Jimenez for the Chicago White Sox rated rookie autograph. So White Sox, you're off to a good start. Then we'll find plenty of these rated rookies that are, we'll go a little slower through this first box just so everybody knows what's what, that are refractors, also known as prisms. I'm probably going to forget and call it refractor as much as I call it prism, but they're the same thing. It just means they have that pretty little rainbow of colors. And then we've got a purple parallel here. It is numbered to 125. It looks kind of blue on the camera, but it's not. It's purple. So I'm not colorblind if y'all are looking at it going, that's blue. It's really not. I promise it's purple. And what do we have here? So this is a new kind of insert, I guess, for this year, Mythical. And that one's got Chris Bryant on it. Wasn't numbered, but that must be something new for this year. Of course, the Diamond Kings inserts we've seen plenty of times. Again, just a base prism there with Madison Bumgarner. Peak Performers, Mookie Betts. So different insert than we've had in past years, which is common. They give us new inserts just about every year. Keeping things fresh for us, an MVP insert for Stanton, also unnumbered. Let's see what else. Let's see what else is in here. That is Ty France for the Padres, and he is, or it is a prism. Illusions, Trey Turner, also a prism insert, also unnumbered. And Candelario. So we're going to apparently find lots of prisms in here that are largely unnumbered. Oh, that just said J.D. Martinez. I thought there was something else written on that card, but it was actually just his name. Just where it was placed kind of caught my eye. A gold rated rookie, Brandon Lowe, numbered to 10. So that makes the Tampa Bay Rays happy, somewhat so, I imagine, right? Numbered to 10. And Ryan Borucki is our second autograph. That is a rated rookie refractor or prism for the Toronto Blue Jays. It is numbered to 75. Illusions insert again. A little stack. You can't let these little stacks get too terribly high because these cards like to slide around on you. David Fletcher prism. Especially because they have a tendency to kind of bow up a little bit. I'm sure everybody's familiar. You've opened these sorts of things before. These and prism, they have that nasty little habit of getting that slight curvature to them when they come out of the pack, compression. And then that makes them want to slide around that much more. Keston Hiura to 75 for the Brewers. And that finishes up box number 1. Motorboat, you said that it seems like a lot of Allen and Ginter boxes have 3 relics in it. I mean, for sure, the autographs are harder to pull out of Allen and Ginter than the relics are. I mean, that's the same with Heritage as well. I mean, there are certain brands where the autographs are harder to pull out. But those are also usually the brands where you can get the red parallels, which is the case with both Heritage and Allen and Ginter. And those red parallels are typically hand numbered to 10 and can be worth a lot of money if you hit the right player. Similarly, because it's not flooded with autographs, you can also, if you pull the good players out of it, usually have a pretty stable price for an autograph out of one of those sets. Because, again, there's just more relics than autographs, often. TJ, we just have opened one box, and, of course, the autographs were the Blue Jays and the White Sox out of that first box. So you haven't missed much. Just on box number 2 coming out of the wrappers right now. Gina, you like optic basketball, but you don't like optic baseball? Just basketball? I like all things Optic. Basketball, baseball, football. I just like the product in general. I think it's a fun little product. You know what? I need to do that. Gina's asking if I'm going to do any older boxes or mix lots anytime soon. You know, I've got a ton of that stuff here, and I want to do it. Here's my issue. Well, it's twofold. First part of the issue is there's always so much new release product that it's hard to figure out, like, where do I take a night or two and stop doing new release product to work in this other stuff when there's such a backlog of new release stuff. I mean, there's 3 new release products that come out this week, or that have come out, will come out. One comes out tomorrow. And then next week, there are either 4 or 5. And, you know, there's only like so many days in the week. So you get so far behind on that stuff that I start thinking, man, I don't have time to do this other stuff. The other part of the equation is that it can be time consuming to put it together and then create the descriptions and do all that. So that's another reason I don't get it done as quickly as I should. So 125 Rendon. But I absolutely do need to do that because I do have a lot of stuff for mixers across all 3 sports. I just have to get it done. An all-star insert. So that was the long answer. The short answer is I want to, and eventually I will, but I cannot promise you when it will be. So if it's just seems like there's hardly ever a good time to do it, there's never a break in all the massive amount of stuff they throw our way. So Garrett Hampson comes out on a rated rookie signature here, numbered to 35 for the Colorado Rockies. So does that mean we're in a hot box potentially? Potentially, I don't know, but maybe so. We'll see. Estevan Florial Prism, a James Paxton Prism. There's a nice little Gleyber Torres, and it is numbered to 199 for the Yankees. Pink, and I always forget that pattern name. Next up is Mookie Betts on a Prism for the Red Sox. That insert set was highlights. I don't think we mentioned that insert set earlier, but highlights is obviously another one we've got in here. Joey Votto to 10. Oh, Cincinnati Reds. That makes me so happy for you if you have the Reds. You know I love my Reds. And Joey Votto to 10, man, on an MVP. And that's hard signed, too. That's not a sticker. That's a hard sign. Joey Votto autographed 10 for Cincinnati out of Optic Baseball. Like, what? Yeah, nice. Nick Senzel Prism for the Reds. And there's a Prism for Moncada and the White Sox on the Diamond Kings insert. A Tukey Prism, that ought to be numbered, is to 150 for the Atlanta Braves. Next up, Eddie Rosario Prism for the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, Gina, you'll help me out if I send you all the boxes. You'll just open them up and you'll send most of the hits back. Oh, well, that's very generous of you. Thank you. I'll definitely keep that in mind, Gina, for sure. Velocity. Yes, Motorboat, that is it. That is exactly the pattern name. I swear to you guys, I see that pattern all the time in Panini, and I have a mental block about it. I can absolutely never, ever remember that is called Velocity. I don't know why, but I can't. It just goes right out of my head every time. Yeah, Gina, I agree. The Joey Votto to 10, I think, is a fantastic hit in here. I mean, honestly, in most products, you don't pull a lot of Joey Votto except in the high-end products. So pulling this one and having it numbered to 10, both, I think that's a great ROI for the Reds. But that's why we like Optic. Oh, Combo King, you didn't see it? You weren't on here? Oh, well, hang on. Let me show you then. Most of the time I don't go back until the recap, but this one happens to be sitting right on top, and like it's super nice. So Votto hard sign to 10 for the Reds. So, right? You're liking that, I bet, Combo King. Greg says, can the Reds win? You mean a game ever, or you mean what? If you're talking about like a pennant race or the World Series or something, no. Not anytime soon. Not this year. But if you're talking about just on any given day, well, sure. They've won several games this year. And the ones they lose, we tend to lose by a run here or there. But we're not that far back out of the division, considering how we played this year. I think we're only maybe 3 games back, 3 or 4 games back, something like that. So you know, but we got, gosh, Senzel's got something going on with him, so he's kind of out of commission at the moment. Although I think that's going to be short-lived. And then we've got, of course, Casale is, I believe, officially been put on the IL. We already had Tucker Barnhart on the IL, so our catchers were already banged up. We got Graterol back there tonight. Of course, Dietrich got hit by pitch number 4,000. Not really hit by pitch number 4,000, but the guy is constantly getting hit by a ball. And this one was in the leg the other day, so he's kind of, I don't know, he may show up to pinch hit or something, but he's not really on the IL specifically, but he's also not like necessarily ready to run around and play full blast. So we got several guys just in the last few days that have kind of had weird things happen. So Bryce Wilson, numbered to 75 for the Atlanta Braves. And there's a Syndergaard Prism, a blue Danny Jansen here for Toronto to 75. And a Prism Diamond Kings Joey Gallo for the Rangers. A Diamond Kings Jose Barrios to 99 for the Twins. And here comes Javi Baez, Diamond Kings Prism. Next up, Matt Carpenter, St. Louis Cardinals to 25. This must be the hot box. This is an unusual number of parallels otherwise, right? Yeah, I'm not crazy. This is way more parallels than we've been getting. So I think we're in like the parallel hot box or something right now is how I'm going to interpret that anyway. Conforto to 150 for the Mets. Miggy for the Detroit Tigers to 125. What Mike Trout did we just pass? Somebody said a Mike Trout that we just passed is a parallel. You mean in this little stack right here that we like literally just looked at? Although there is a delay in chat, so there's a reasonable chance that it was farther. I think it's just the All-Stars insert. Yeah, I mean, it's not numbered or anything like that. It's just a base, you know, All-Stars insert. So the ones that aren't numbered or whatever, I don't really, you know, we talked a little bit about those different types of parallels in that very first box, and then I don't usually stop on them too much after that, since unless they're numbered or there's something particularly interesting about them. And hi, Jay Blanc, by the way. Mookie Betts Pink Velocity. I retained it at least for a minute. Numbered to 199. That is for the Boston Red Sox. A gold parallel for Jacob Nix. Rated rookie for the Padres to 10. Had a lot of nice low numbered to 10 already tonight with lots more left to open. A green parallel for, it's to 5 for Jameson Taillon, to 5 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Pirates hitting a nice one. Another mythical insert. Let's make sure that one's not numbered. Our other one wasn't, and that one's not either, so we're safe in saying those are not going to be numbered. Astros, Kyle Tucker, to 125, rated rookie autograph. Yeah, this is definitely a hot box. Then we've got Charlie Blackmon, numbered to 99 for the Rockies. Way more parallels than normal. Urias for the Padres. A pink Velocity De Los Santos for the Phillies to 199. And we have an optic autograph for the Oakland A's, numbered to 99, with Stephen Piscotty. That's kind of a cool looking card. Yeah, so I kind of like that card set. It's just called Optic Autographs. That's pretty cool looking. So Mickey, right on cue, he goes, hey, are there any Oakland hits? Ah, right there. Just in time, Mickey, you brought the luck with you. Garrett Hampson, that is numbered to 99, Colorado Rockies. We have a prism there for Josh James and the Astros. Another pink Velocity. Moustakas to 199 for the Brewers. Dakota Hudson, he's pitching tonight against the Reds. A prism. Yelich to 150 for the Brewers. Salvador Perez prism, a Diamond Kings prism for Justin Smoke. And Toronto Acuna to 150, Atlanta Braves. Chris Davis, numbered to 50 for the Oakland A's. And what else we got here in our little hot box? Lorenzo Cain, numbered to 75. He's out for the Brewers, who seem to have had quite a few hits in our hot box here. Ichiro, MVP, prism, Mariners. Robinson Cano for the Mets. Castellanos for the Tigers to 75. And that wraps up our little hot box with loads and loads of parallels in it. Yeah, Mickey, exactly. I mean, you were literally like just in time, right as you're typing in, or you may have typed it in before that, but right as I looked over to see that you'd asked about any Oakland hits is right exactly about the time we were pulling up Piscotty. So you for sure carrying some luck around in your pocket tonight. But that's the way it should be, right? We all want to carry around a little good luck in our pockets. So what have we opened so far? What have we got? 8 boxes left, so we've opened 3. This is number 4 that's coming out of the wrappers right now. Is that right? I think that's right. Well, don't say I didn't warn you that the longest part of the break is getting everything out of the wrappers. It for sure is. I wish they had the wrappers. You know how Topps has the wrappers? You can just grab it and straight down it. That's much faster. Can't do that with Panini ones. Never been able to. They're just a different type of material, I guess. But I wish they'd call up those people at Topps. Find out what kind of, how they make their packs. So Panini would do the same thing. Oh, Greg says they need a jumbo. Oh, mercy. I don't know about that. Then that'd be even more cards. Oh. Yeah, these breaks take long enough to sort as it is. I don't know if honestly, I'm kind of glad they don't do a jumbo of everything. Unless they were to do it like they do Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome jumbos are great because there's no base in it. It's all hits. Acuna for the Braves, numbered to 125. A Diamond Kings Matt Chapman Prism for the A's. A Michael Kopech autograph for the White Sox, who already hit Eloy earlier, and now you've got that to go along with. So White Sox doing okay. A Mookie Betts MVP Prism. And nothing else of interest in that half. Well, I mean stuff of interest, but you know what I mean. We're stopping on prisms, numbereds, and autographs because there's so many things to look at in here. Taylor Ward, Angels. Taylor is numbered to 99. That is our second autograph out of this box. And that's Perez for the Rays. Bryce Harper for the Phillies, who actually had a good game the other day. He's been kind of, I think, running a little slow this year. Mookie Betts, numbered 2, 150 for the Red Sox. But he had a nice game for the Phillies a couple games back. And that is for the Boston Red Sox, Hernandez. There's an All-Stars Mike Trout that is the parallel. We stopped and looked at the other one that was the base one, but this one is numbered to 75, and it is a nice little parallel for Mr. Mike Trout and the Angels. Nico, Cubbies. Kyle Freeland, Rockies. And that box is in the books. Alright, you know it's my habit to always show you that the inside of those boxes are empty, just so you know there's no packs or anything left in there. Some of you who might not be around as often, or maybe are new, probably going, why do you keep showing us that? Well, that's why. That is why. So anybody have any theories on what's going to happen here at the Major League Baseball trade deadline? No, it's just a hard and fast trade deadline this year. We're not going to have any of that kind of secondary stuff that would go on for the month of August, where you could get guys off of waivers if they cleared waivers and all that kind of stuff. None of that happening this year. So a hard trade deadline of July 31st. Right around the corner. As usual, lots of rumors swirling around some of our starting pitchers, but that's nothing new. I know I've heard several people mention Zach Greinke, but I would not think the Diamondbacks would trade him, but maybe. I mean, stranger things have happened. I guess it all depends on what you get in return. And I'm wondering what my Cincinnati Reds are going to do. You know, we've got a lot of one-year rentals out there with guys that we got in various trades. They're slated to be free agents, and some of our own players that are slated to hit as well. So I don't know how many of those Cincinnati will hang on to versus try to get some trade pieces. But man, I wish they would just keep everybody. We're finally kind of starting to get a groove. Ooh, I hope this is going to be signed. Fernando Tatis Jr., and it is very nice. San Diego Padres. Fantastic autograph out of this box. And as you can see, like the rest of them, it does have a bit of curvature to it. Probably by the time you get it, that'll be less so. Scherzer, because I will have it in the top loader and that'll flatten it out a little. There's an Aaron Judge insert. It is a refractor, and it is Action All-Stars is the card set, which we may not have talked about before. Mookie Betts. Andrew Benintendi, numbered to 75. And there's a Blake Snell to 125. All right. Let's see what else is waiting for us. And another velocity, but this one is a teal velocity. It's numbered to 35. It's Eddie Rosario. So nice little Eddie Rosario to 35. Never going to argue with pulling one below 50. Severino, Yankees. Tatis, Padres. And a Miles Straw autograph for the Houston Astros, rated rookie to 125. So Astros, cool. And a George Springer on the highlights card set. Those are prisms, but they are not numbered. Corey Kluber. My stack here is really trying to get away from me, so let's go ahead and get it reallocated to shorter stacks. A Peak Performers Mookie Betts that is a prism. Most of our other Peak Performers have not been prisms, but that one is. And then a Taylor Ward base card finishes off that box. Oh, Eddie Rosario, he's the Twins. Minnesota Twins is Eddie Rosario. Minnesota, eh? Alrighty. When we finish the ones that are getting ready to come out of the wrappers right now, we'll be at the halfway point. So we're not quite to the halfway point yet, but we are approaching it. So yeah, a little bit of a longer break tonight, but I didn't feel like doing just one thing tonight. I was kind of itching to get into a little bit of that gold standard. So when we break Optic Baseball next week on Tuesday night, we will break only Optic Baseball, and that'll speed it up a little bit anyway. So I got a package today from UPS. I was here, and they don't ring the doorbell. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. My doorbell doesn't half work, but they don't knock on the door or anything, even though I've told them all, knock on the door, you know, like I'm usually here. Don't just leave my stuff because people come along and steal it. I mean, right? We've got porch pirates. We all know it. So they left it. Okay, fine. I go and look at it. It is smashed into bits, torn completely open, like completely opened up, and only one item inside there. I hope that that's all that was supposed to be in there. I have to investigate that later. But like it was an unbelievably crushed, destroyed, completely opened box. Now, I don't know if UPS left it that way or if it looked different when they left it and somebody thought, hey, let's go find out what's in it. Although usually I think they just take it off your porch and keep going. So I'm going to say that UPS probably just left it that way. In which case I'm thinking, why wouldn't you at least knock on the door? Because the contents are completely exposed. The box is ripped open. Like, shouldn't you maybe knock on my door and say, hey, is everything in there? You know, something like that. But no, they don't. Diamond Kings Aaron Nola to 99 Phillies. Brendan Rodgers Rockies. Nelson Cruz comes out for the Minnesota Twins. Again, those are just prisms when I'm saying the names and nothing else. Another peak performer prism, Edwin Diaz. That's also not numbered, but it is a prism. Aaron Nola, nice little Ohtani insert, but just a base insert. Brad Keller, Kansas City Royals to 75. Ooh, Victor Mesa is getting ready to be flipped over. Oh, Victor Mesa is a nice one. And that is numbered to 125. It is going to be a rated rookie autograph, and it's out for the Miami Marlins. So Marlins hit a really nice little exciting prospect there with Victor Mesa. Francisco Lindor, Indians. Rizzo and the Cubbies. Brendan Rodgers, Colorado Rockies. Rated rookie autograph. Not numbered. And there's Heria again for the Brewers. Here's Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. That one is numbered to 75. Pretty much any time we see that color, I think it's to 75, but I've been in the habit of flipping them over, so we'll just keep doing that for tonight. An Illusions Prism for Juan Soto and the Nationals, not numbered. Shohei for the Angels. And we are officially at our halfway point. 6 boxes have been opened. 6 boxes are remaining. I used to always do these in half boxes, or half cases, I should say, when they have lots of cards to open and all that sort of thing. Just to, it seemed like I could do more products in one night if I did it that way, but I don't know. There's something more interesting about opening it as a full case, though, don't you think? I kind of do. Anyway. Joe, you said it has been rough for the Mets so far, so you need to see something better come out for your Mets in the second half. All right, well, let's try and conjure some nice stuff up for your Mets then, Joe. See if we can find the polar bear or something. TJ saying his Rangers have not had much better luck. So he's kind of in the boat with you there, it sounds like, Joe. Well, hopefully we'll have better luck for both of you in the second half then. Hey, Joe, since you're a Mets fan, why is Alonso's nickname the Polar Bear? I mean, I know that is his nickname, but I have no idea why. Like, where did it come from? What is the origin of the polar bear? Just curious. All right, this is James Paxton to 125 for the Yankees. That again is just a, it's a Mike Trout insert, yes, but it's not a refractor or numbered or anything, so just a base insert. Encarnacion, we've got a purple Mazzara to 125 for the Rangers, as a matter of fact. Oh, so you're not a Mets fan. You're just collecting them. I got you. That's numbered to 25. It's Joey Gallo. So there's a couple of numbered cards for the Rangers right on cue out of this box here. So you're a Phillies fan. Okay. Got a little love for the Phillies. Freddie Freeman to 199. That is Pink Velocity for the Braves. J.D. Martinez, Red Sox to 150. This is Scherzer, Diamond Kings Prism. Eddie Rosario and the Twins to 199, another Pink Velocity. There is David Bodie to 75, Cardinals. We're in another parallel hot box, it would seem. Jose Barrios, Minnesota Twins. Jack Flaherty to 99 for the Cardinals. Rowdy Tellez, I forgot to see what he was numbered to. Toronto Blue Jays to 125. And there's Brian Anderson to 125 for the Marlins. And there's a Juan Soto, just base highlights prism. A blue Trevor Story to 75 for the Rockies. A pink Velocity Matt Chapman to 199 for the Oakland A's. And there's a regular Matt Chapman Prism Diamond Kings parallel for the Oakland A's. Kyle Wright to 129, pink Velocity for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, hi, Benrod. I didn't know you were here tonight. You said you saw him play as a Madison Mallard in the North Woods League. Oh, but you don't know about the nickname either. Yeah, I know. It's like so weird, right? Like, where did it come from? I'm going to have to Google that. This is Ryan Barucki to 199, pink Velocity for Toronto. That is a Freddie Freeman Prism for the Braves. A purple Jackie Bradley Jr. to 125, Red Sox. A gold Sean Newcomb to 99 for the Atlanta Braves. Here's Dylan Cease to 99. Another autograph for the White Sox. I think that might be the third autograph for the White Sox tonight. Maybe. Brandon Crawford to 125 for the Giants. And there's Dennis Santana to 150. Who is this? I got to turn this one around. I don't know who this is. Darwinzon Hernandez, for the Boston Red Sox. And significant signatures numbered to 99 for the Cleveland Indians. That's a sticker auto, but, still nice to hit for the Indians. Always good to get your little throwback ink there. You said you don't watch 90% of the games when you go because it's always in the all-you-can-eat and drink area. Minnesota Twins numbered 260. Oh my gosh, I probably wouldn't even watch 10% of the game if I was in that area. Casey Mize Prism for the Tigers, a pink Velocity for the Tigers, Christian Stewart to 199, and that is the end of box, 7 that we just opened? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah, box 7. You missed out on the Rays, and do you want to know if Wander Franco showed up? He hasn't so far. So, as of this moment, we've not seen Wander Franco. We had a nice Victor Mesa for the Marlins, but no Wander Franco yet. Anyway, remains to be seen if we're going to locate him. All right. Did I cut the plastic on that? Yeah, I did. Oh, Joe, gosh, were there were no numbered Mets in there for you? Daggone it, we at least got a couple of numbered Rangers in there for TJ, so now we got to work on getting a couple of Mets for you, don't we, Joe? So we don't leave you out in the cold, because that's no fun. Just get the rest of that done, and then out of my way. I don't know, it's bugging me. There, now, I feel like I have more room. I was feeling very boxed in there for a little while. But look at it like this, Joe. It only takes one to make it worthwhile. So maybe we will find you one really nice Mets hit out of here. That's what we'll shoot for then, right? That's what we're going to try for. You said there's only been one numbered Met out of the 8 boxes so far. Oh, wow, man. That is, yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Of course, there's probably some teams that haven't had any numbered ones yet. You never know with this sort of stuff how it's going to flow, but hopefully it'll turn around for you. We've got a few boxes here to go. 5, actually. The 4 in the background and this one that's coming out at the moment. So at this point, we've really only opened 7. This is box number 8 that's on the table. But I get your point anyway. So I'm just saying we've got 5 more chances to find you something good. Hopefully we will. You guys ought to see this pile of wrappers next to me. It's turning into a little mountain of wrappers. Mickey, we've had 2 hot boxes so far tonight. I think both parallel, but honestly, I wasn't counting autographs in particular either. So, what did I say we've opened? 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Excuse me. Man. That was into my elbow, not on my hand, by the by. So we've only had our standard autographs so far. Another Chris Bryant insert. Mythical, that one's a Prism. Yelich to 199, Pink Velocity. Daggone. It's like, where'd that come from? I don't know. Just out of nowhere. And Ahmed Rosario Refractor for the Mets. Maybe that's going to be the start of getting it turned around for Joe. Benintendi Prism for the Red Sox. And here is Chris Shaw to 75 for the Giants. So San Francisco Giants coming up with 1. Yeah, I had to count and make sure myself, Mickey, because, you know, sometimes in those hot boxes I get so distracted by the fact that there's all the other parallels. I don't remember to, like, specifically count the autographs and stuff. So yeah, that was easy to go back and tell, though. J.D. Martinez, Action All-Stars Prism. And a Bryce Harper All-Star Prism. There is Manny Machado to 76 for the Padres. Oh, he's busted 25 hours since 11 yesterday. Straight through? He hasn't taken any breaks? at all in 25 hours. That's like kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess good for him, but I would think at some point sleep deprivation would be kind of, coming into play. Maybe not. I don't know. Wow. He's opened 30 cases of Allen and Ginter already. Well, I should say so in that many hours, but Austin Riley and the Atlanta Braves. So a nice autograph there for Atlanta. Astros and Valdez with a prism. Xander Bogaerts prism. Javi Baez numbered to 60 for the Cubs. And that box is in the books. I'm going to get a drink of water and see if I can get whatever the heck is going on here squared away. Oh, somebody's got an update on where Alonso's polar bear nickname came from. Todd Frazier during spring training said he looks like a big damn polar bear. Leave it to Todd Frazier, man. We should have figured that, huh? That's crazy. Well, at least now we know. So thank you, Motorboat, for sharing that with us. I'd been wondering about it, and I would never remember to Google it. So now maybe I can keep that in my mind. So Benrod, let me ask you this. So this guy has opened 30 cases of Allen and Ginter in 24 or so hours. So, how the hell is he going to ship all that? How the heck is he going to ship all that? Is he one of these guys that doesn't ship base and he only ships like hits? In which case, heck, I could sit and open 100 cases too if I weren't having to sort and ship all the base and all the parallels and all the, various things. If you could just go, yeah, we're going to send you relics and autographs and numbered cards and nothing else, then I could probably swing with that. But if he's planning on shipping more than that, how in the world is he going to get 30 cases worth of stuff shipped out in any kind of reasonable fashion, I wonder? I mean, even if he's got a bunch of people working for him, it's a long sort. Even a half case is a long sort. A full case is an incredibly long sort. He does ship them all. All right. Well, there you go. So he must have a lot of people on staff at his store. Ramon Laureano to 125 for the Oakland A's. There's a Prism Max Muncy, Dodgers, Jake Bowers, and the Cleveland Indians to 60. Severino, that's going to be to 150, and it is, sure enough, for the Yankees. There's Dennis Santana. Refractor for the Dodgers. There's Brad Keller as an autograph for the Kansas City Royals. This is Everson. I don't know how to say his last name. Perea, maybe? Probably not that, really. But I don't know that I've ever heard his name pronounced, frankly. but it is a Prism, a rated rookie Prism, nonetheless. Tukey is our other autograph for the Atlanta Braves. So Tukey is numbered to 35. There's Marte for the Pirates. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Sean Reed Foley for the Toronto Blue Jays. So this must be a hot box for the autographs, because isn't this our third autograph out of here? I think it is. I think it was. So maybe we are at last in the autograph hot box. Yeah, now I know for sure we are, because here's another one. And that is Kevin Newman for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Steve Garvey. Oh, I love that. Okay, first of all, I'm a Steve Garvey fan, so I'm really digging on that. And secondly, we don't pull very many Steve Garvey autographs out of really too many products of any kind. You just don't pull Steve Garvey all that often. Another one on the MVP insert. Hard signed Steve Garvey for the Dodgers. Pujols for the Angels Prism. And the Javi Baez Prism for the Cubbies wraps up that box. That was our autograph hot box, and well worth it. Nice stuff came out of that. Motorboat, you said Panini catches a lot of flack because they don't have the license, but the product with the autograph hot boxes and the on-card autographs is pretty nice. Oh, I think a lot of their products are very nice for baseball. And honestly, it doesn't bother me a great deal that they don't have the license. I mean, most of the photographs, I mean, some of them, I guess, if you look at them, you would think about it. But others, like you look at that, and you don't really think about the fact that you don't see the team logo on that. At least I don't. And they always have good, solid hits in there. It's typically a pretty good mix of active players, in some cases prospects mixed in with rookies and vet or retired or all-star, you know, Hall of Fame type guys. So I'm actually a fan of their baseball. Now, it's not the same as Topps, of course. Topps has a lot more invested in baseball since they have the license. You know, Panini makes fewer baseball products, but the ones they make, pretty nice, and you usually get good signatures out of it. So, in fact, I think we have, maybe next week, we might be getting Immaculate Baseball, as a matter of fact, which is always a fun one from Panini, because it typically will have some nice relics in it. High end, of course, as all those Immaculate products are. Baseball no different, even though it's unlicensed, it's you know, kind of the same price range as our Immaculate football and basketball would be, with the equivalent nice hits. Arenado for the Rockies. And this is the Minnesota Twins, numbered to 99, Steven Gonzalez. Barrios for the Twins. Gonzalez again. We just saw him a second ago. There he is again. That was just a Prism. The other one was an autograph, of course, but you know that. A blue Whit Merrifield, Royals to 75. Optic Autographs, Aaron Nola. See, look at this, man. We're pulling some nice stuff out of here. And that's numbered to 25. So Phillies with your ace. And Greg told us there was nothing good for the Phillies in Optic. Oh, I beg to differ, because Aaron Nola is quite a nice little sig, especially numbered to 25. Now, this one is a sticker. It is not hard signed. The Aaron Nola isn't, but it's still an awfully nice little hit if you're Philadelphia. J.D. Martinez in the Red Sox. Acuna for the Braves. Jake Cave, Minnesota Twins. This may also be an autograph. We got an extra autograph out of this box so far. I think that's our third, isn't it? There was Tukey for the Braves. I think we've hit 3 in this box. It feels like we have. Royce Lewis, numbered to 10. Rated prospects for the Twins. I have a habit of saying rated rookie, but I caught myself on that one. Jacob Nix to 125, Padres. Yeah, guys, we're in another autograph hot box. Definitely, we've pulled more than our 2 out of this box. One of them being Aaron Nola. Max Scherzer to 60 for the Nationals. Justice Sheffield for the Mariners. Followed by Valdez for the Astros on a prism. All right, we have 10 down. Excuse me, 10 down, 2 to go. I don't know, like, what is going on all of a sudden with my... Got some kind of weird little tickle in my throat. Joe, you say you've only got 2 boxes left to rescue you. Well, let's try and make it happen, Joe. Let's just try and conjure it up here for you, man, out of these last 2 boxes. You just got a Yu Darvish Platinum Superfractor. Oh, nice. Did you get it in a break? I opened some Bowman Platinum for myself today. I mean, it's just a retail-only product, as many of you know. And my autograph was, like, so stupid. It was some guy that I have never even heard of. Like, you know, and I love Bowman, so I kind of keep track of most of, I wouldn't say everybody, but I'd say most of the higher profile prospects. I kind of have a fairly good beat on them. I don't even remember this guy's name. I was like, what? like how did I hit this guy? Of course, you know, in any of those retail products, it's not super often that you're going to hit an autograph anyway, so I guess I shouldn't complain, but I was like, what in the world? You bought into a 50-pack run of buyback stuff. So instead of breaking boxes of older stuff, they like open it up and do packs. That's interesting. And then just split the packs up together. So you might get hits, you might get base, you know what you're going to get? Huh. That's interesting. Carlos Correa, Astros. Rowdy Tellez to 35, Teal Velocity, Blue Jays. Urias, Padres. Oh, Brewers with a little Keston to 50. Very nice, very nice. Illusions, that's for the Rockies. It's Trevor Story. It was Prism. It is not numbered. I double-checked it before I laid it down. Kyle Wright, Pink Velocity, Atlanta Braves. And why is that not numbered? Was it numbered on the front instead? No. All right, well, anyway, there you go. Kyle Wright, Braves, regardless. Alrighty, what else have we got? Kyle Tucker and the Astros. That is Javi Baez and the Cubs. Yeah, if I ever get my website up and running, we could do a lot more stuff like that. Trevor Story, Rockies. But it's harder to do things like that when you're doing it on eBay. Jeff McNeil to 150 for the Mets. For you, Joe. We at least got you another numbered card. It's just harder to do some of that on eBay because, you know, I mean, people don't read and they have no idea what they're doing, and they literally like don't read. Probably 90% of the people do not read. Reese McGuire, Blue Jays. Kyle Wright to 60 for the Braves. So yeah, it gets kind of crazy sometimes. I mean, I got a guy arguing right now that he has the Mets, and he's arguing that he should get all the Jared Kelenic cards. And I'm like, Jared Kelenic hasn't been a Met for over 6 months. Like, everybody knows Jared Kelenic is a Mariner. And he's like, well, yeah, I know he's a Mariner, but his uniform looks like the Mets on the picture, so all those cards should be my cards. Well, like, no, dude. Like, they're not. So, and this is somebody who's broken a ton of stuff before. He knows very well how it works. I mean, how many times do we see in football and baseball and basketball players in an old uniform with the updated team name, but the picture hasn't been updated? Like all the time. All the time. So it's just crazy. So you get people like that, you know, come along that can make life rather difficult at times. So if I had it up on a website, we could do more interesting things. You know, we can do hits drafts and snake drafts and different things like that we would be able to do from a website that I definitely would never, ever, ever do on eBay. Because you have a hard enough time with people stumbling upon it, that like the people that do breaks all the time, you're cool, they know what's going on usually, except when you get a guy like this who tries to say that a card should be his from a player who hasn't been on his team for 6 months. But usually people on eBay who do breaks a lot, they know what's what. You might be okay. But there's just as many people that will stumble into it and have no idea that they're in a break and they don't know how it works. And then you would really get them confused if I start doing other things outside of the basic. Oh, I can only imagine. It would go crazy. All righty, so here we go. We are in our last box. So it is last box mojo time right now. And Joe says he's only hit 2 numbered cards out of 11 boxes, and he needs some more for his Mets. And TJ's doesn't want me to forget about his Rangers either. He wants the mojo for the Rangers too. So, all right, guys, we'll do our best to focus in for you. Bodie and the Cubs. Caleb Ferguson for the Dodgers to 125. Miles Straw for the Astros to 150. And this is Christian Stewart for the Tigers. I don't know why I turned it over. It's just a base prism that isn't numbered, but for whatever reason, I kind of lost my head there for a minute. We flipped it over anyway. Ryan Borucki to 99, Toronto Blue Jays. Maybe the second, but I'm not sure if on Borucki. Maybe the second autograph. That's an Aaron Judge Base Illusions prism. German Marquez prism for the Rockies. Oh, so you started out doing pack breaks. Okay, so that's how you got started in it, and then switched over to doing some team breaks with me. So I got you. So you were used to pack breaks. So it was kind of new to you when you started on team breaks then. Suarez, Diamond Kings for my Cincinnati Reds. Prism, not numbered, but I thought I'd flip it just to see. Like I knew it wasn't going to be, but I don't know. Flipped it anyway. Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. Xander Bogaerts, numbered to 150 for the Red Sox. And there's a little Trey Mancini for the Orioles. Oh, man. Want to talk about Last Box Mojo delivering. Look what comes out right here at the end, like practically the last card. It is the last autograph. It's almost the last card. Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays to 75. Dang. Last Box Mojo strikes again. Nice hit. And Justice Sheffield for the Mariners. And, and one more base card. All right, so that's the break, but we have a little recapping to do. After we do the recap, we will take a look at anticipated shipping dates one more time, as well as what's coming up in the days ahead. So anybody who missed that earlier, if you want to see it, it is going to come back to you here in a little bit after we finish this. All right, guys, so let's take a look here at this first. This is Bryce Love for the Minnesota Twins. It is numbered to 10. Joey Gallo for the Texas Rangers, numbered to 25. I just set aside some of the lower numbered stuff. Obviously, we've got tons of numbered things over there. This is just a highlight reel of some of the lower ones. Eddie Rosario to 35 for the Minnesota Twins. Chris Davis, numbered to 60 for the Oakland A's, followed by a little Jameson Taillon to 5. That is for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jacob Nix and the Padres, numbered to 10. Matt Carpenter and the St. Louis Cardinals to 25. Keston Hiura to 75 for the Milwaukee Brewers, and Brandon Lowe to 10 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Now let's take a look at our autograph hits here. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Toronto Blue Jays to 75. Ryan Borucki to 99 for the Blue Jays. A pink Velocity Kyle Wright for the Atlanta Braves. There's Keston for the Brewers, numbered to 50. Justice Sheffield for the Mariners. Jacob Nix and the San Diego Padres to 125. Jake Cave and the Minnesota Twins. Here comes Aaron Nola for the Philadelphia Phillies, numbered to 25. Steven Gonzalez to 99 for the Minnesota Twins. Steve Garvey and the Dodgers. Sweet little hit right there. Followed by Kevin Newman, Pittsburgh Pirates. Sean Reed Foley, Toronto Blue Jays. Tukey for the Atlanta Braves to 35. Brad Keller for the Royals. Austin Riley, Atlanta Braves. Forgot we hit him. Chris Shaw for the Giants to 75. And the Luis here for the Indians. That is numbered to 99. Cease for the White Sox to 99. Rogers for the Rockies, not numbered. Victor Mesa, 125, Miami Marlins. Miles Straw, Astros to 125. Forgot we hit this too. Fernando Tatis for the San Diego Padres. You know it's been a good case if you forget that you hit for Fernando Tatis. Taylor Ward for the Angels to 99. Michael Kopech for the White Sox. Next up for the Oakland A's, there is a little Stephen Piscotty to 99. Kyle Tucker for the Astros to 125. Here is Joey Votto, Cincinnati Reds, numbered to 10. Sweet. You know I love my Reds. Garrett Hampson, Colorado Rockies, numbered to 35. Ryan Borucki to 75 for the Blue Jays. And Eloy is how we got things started off tonight. Eloy, of course, for the Chicago White Sox. All right, so let's put up our spreadsheet information again as promised. So those of you who maybe tuned in after the fact, if you missed this earlier, here's what you need to know. My expected shipping date for everything we open tonight is Tuesday. If I can get it out faster than that, I will happily do so. But right now, I'm expecting it to be Tuesday. For Gold Standard, if you got skunked in that break, you are still going to get a package. It will have consolation cards in it. Anytime there's a paid shipping break, there is a package that's going to go out to you, and you will get cards in it. Our paid shipping breaks, both of them were paid shipping breaks tonight. But Optic, we don't really have to worry about consolation cards because every team in here pulled cards. You guys, there's a zillion cards that we just looked at. So every team's got a little stack of cards headed your way from the Optic break. So in the days ahead, here's what's coming up. Tomorrow night, we have a new release product tomorrow. That's Elements Football. We'll break a full 12-box case of that, as well as a 5-box half case of TriStar autograph mini football helmets. On Saturday, we're going to open a half case of Allen and Genter baseball. It's going to be the back half of the case that we started last night. Sunday is an off night. On Monday, we're going to open Trinity baseball again, along with Elements Football again. And then on Tuesday, we'll open another full case of Optic baseball, much like we did tonight. All right, so I believe that is all the info that we have got going on tonight as well. So, as always, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you guys being here, spending part of your Thursday evening with me. I will be back at it tomorrow night, but if I don't see you then, hopefully I will see you again sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy what is left of your work week, and more importantly, enjoy the weekend that we are almost to. All right, guys, that is it for me tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye now.